What'll I call you?
Your Royal Highness. Then sir, after that.
It's a little bit...
We have checked many recommended movies and series lists for the best movie for learning English, and King's Speech was in them. Why is this movie so important and practical? That's all language teachers recommend it. Because a speech therapist wants to teach the prince how to give a speech. The 12 terms that we learn in the first video is related to the beginning of the movie, such as strong suit, out of question, have a go, and so on. We start with the first term, the title of the prince. One of the titles, the nickname of princes of this movie is Royal Highness.
Aren't you going to start treating me, Dr. Loeb?
Only if you're interested in being treated. Please. Call me Lionel.
I prefer Doctor.
I prefer Lionel. What'll I call you?
Your Royal Highness. Then sir, after that.
It's a little bit formal.
Royal Highness is a style used to address or refer to some member of royal family, like prince or princess. Let's see some example of this movie when the prince or the queen is called by this name.
Now, if your Royal Highness would be so kind as to open your hand.
Doctor, it's been most, interesting.
Your Royal Highness.
If we have been able to teach you at least one new idiom, please like it. Well, let's go to the beginning of the movie, when the prince is going to give him first speech. And Archbishop tells him,
"Let the microphone do the work, sir. I'm sure you'll be splendid. Just take your time."
takes one's time, said to mean that you can spend as much as time as you need for doing something. People use this expression to let someone politely know that there is no need to hurry. For example, Lucas Holt is imprisoned, tortured, and very hungry. When they bring him food, he goes to the food quickly. He tells him not to rush. It means that all food is yours.
Slowly, slowly, slowly. Take your time. It's okay. Take your time. Take your time.
For the next example, in Black Mirror series, Nish enters the museum and the guard tells him not to rush. It means to visit easily and without stressing about running out of time.
Yo, look, I am not in a rush, so don't worry.
Well then, take your time.
I shall.
Then the prince didn't want to give a speech because of stuttering. That's why doctors come to treat him. Here, one of the doctors put a marble in his mouth for
A little more concentration, Your Royal Highness.
Oh, did it? Swallow the bloody things!
He said that I almost swat them and said to the marbles, bloody things. It's a British expression used to express anger or to emphasize what you're saying in a little rude way. For example, I had a bloody awful week. Let's go to a British series, Broadchurch, when a detective gets nervous because of the news of the murder spreading on Twitter. And he says,
"For God's sake! Bloody Twitter! These people's lives have been destroyed, and now our incompetence has made it worse."
In the movie Dunkirk, American and British soldiers are living in the city and suddenly been bombed. And an English soldier angrily says,
Where's the bloody Air Force?
Now the prince's wife has gone to another speech therapist to treat her husband.
He doesn't know I'm here.
Well, that's not a very promising start.
No. No, look, my husband has seen everyone. To no avail. Awfully afraid he's given up hope.
He hasn't seen me.
To no avail. The meaning of to no avail is without success. For example, she searched for her lost keys for hours, but to no avail. For example, the blacklist, Reddington, a famous criminal, is saying that I spent a lot of time resisting them, but I didn't get any results. Let's see.
I think you've been presented with a unique opportunity. The people Tom works for are obviously very cautious. They operate slowly from the shadows. I've spent years tracking them to no avail. We now have a chance to draw them out.
Reddington again. And finally, one of the head of FBI went to him. He tells him that we looked for you in New York City, but...
Harold, please.
The door was unlocked. Is that wise?
Are you here for business or pleasure? A lot going on in New York right now.
I'm here because I've been trying to reach you for days, to no avail. I was able to hop a ride on a flight with a couple of...
Well, for treatment, the doctor wants Prince to come to the clinic. And the doctor doesn't go anywhere and tells the Queen...
I'm sorry, Mrs. Johnson. My game, my turf, my rules. You'll have to talk this over with your husband, and then you can speak to me on the telephone. Thank you very much for dropping by. Good afternoon.
Drop by. If you drop by, you visit someone informally. To drop by is to pay a visit without any planning. For example, in Dead to Me, when the neighbor came to Jen's, he wants to give her news, but he's kinda ashamed. That's why he says sorry for dropping by.
Allie, hi.
Sorry for dropping by unannounced. I just had a little chat with Shandy about the morning she found Ted's corpse.
Another example is Friends, where Joey finds out that his program manager has died. Stove. Now Phoebe faking her as Estelle and calls him, saying that she wanted to visit him. See Joey's reaction.
I'm sure you've heard that Estelle passed away. I wanted to let you know there's a memorial for her at the West Side Chapel, tomorrow at 10. Hope you can make it.
Oh my God.
Hello?
Joey, it's Estelle.
Estelle?
Yeah, I wanted to call and tell you that there's no hard feelings for firing me.
Okay. I can't believe you're calling me.
Well, I didn't think I should just drop by.
No, don't drop by, don't drop by.
If you're satisfied with our teaching method, be sure to subscribe, because we have new training every week. So ring the bell to be the first to know it. We're going to continue with the training. Here, the Queen and the Prince are talking, and the Queen suddenly starts talking about another topic.
A married woman, he can't be.
She can. By the way, I think I found somewhere rather interesting. On Harley Street. Doctor.
Out of the question.
When she wanted to change the topic, she said, by the way. You say by the way when you want to add something to what you're saying, especially something that you have just thought of. Actually used when saying something that is not related to the main subject you were talking about before. Let's go to Unorthodox miniseries. When two people threaten this lady to tell them where her daughter is. Now they leave, and the mother points out that one of the men is her daughter's husband. We can't call the police.
Yeah. We have to call the police.
Yeah, No, please.
This isn't Williamsburg.
She isn't missing. She's 19 years old. I have to wait for her to come to us. The younger one's her husband, by the way.
In the Matrix movie, when Cypher is taking revenge of the group and is talking,
You can't go back.
Oh, no, that's what you think.
You're gonna reinsert my body. I go back to sleep, and when I wake up, I won't remember a goddamn thing.
By the way, if you have anything terribly important to say to Switch,
well, when the queen tells the prince about the doctor, the prince answered on the spot and said, out of the question.
By the way, I think I found somewhere rather interesting. On Harley Street. Doctor.
Out of the question. Not having...
Something that's out of the question is not going to happen. There is not even any reason to discuss it. Actually emphasizing that it's completely impossible or unacceptable. During the movie, the son asks his father to allow him to participate in operation, and he says you cannot participate.
Father, I'd like to ask to join Duncan, Idaho on a scout mission to Arrakis tomorrow. I've studied the Fremen language. I'd be an asset.
Out of the question. They'll travel in a few weeks to Arrakis like the rest of us.
I've been training my whole life. What is the point if I'm not allowed to
You
face
know
some actual
why,
risk?
Paul.
The next is Person of Interest series, where Ruth is imprisoned and Finch says to keep your mind busy. But Ruth wants to do something that Finch doesn't like it very much. And Finch says,
just making sure you have everything you need.
Well, there's no shortage of reading material. That's for sure, Harold.
Keeps the mind occupied.
You know damn well who's supposed to be occupying my mind.
I'm afraid that's out of the question.
here, the prince finally has gone to the doctor and they want to talk. Prince said that timing is not one of my skills.
Well, I believe when speaking with the prince, one waits for the prince to choose the topic.
Waiting for me to commence a conversation, one can wait rather a long wait.
Do you know any jokes?
Timing isn't my strong suit.
A particular skill or ability that a person or an organization has. Strong suit. What is somebody's strong suit? Something that you are good at it. In the Big Bang Theory sitcom, Sheldon tells Penny that Leonard lied to her, and Penny gets upset. Sheldon tries to guess how she feels right now.
What do you want?
Remember how Leonard told you we couldn't come to your performance because we were attending a symposium on molecular positronium?
I remember symposium.
Yes, well, he lied.
Wait, what?
He lied, and I'm feeling very uncomfortable about it.
Well, imagine how I'm feeling.
Hungry? Tired? I'm sorry, this really isn't my strong suit.
Next, in Blacklist series, Raul went to his business partner and is saying that we don't have a good situation in FBI. And his partner says, I'm not into sympathy.
Forgot, you actually do, honestly.
Well, the last couple months haven't been the best. Things didn't quite work out at the Bureau.
I'm sorry to hear it.
The task force I was on got shut down because of the death of a colleague, and I just couldn't find my passion anymore.
I mean, I'm sorry to hear you say it to me. You may not remember, but commiseration is not my strong suit. I mean, if we're being honest.
Oh, I remember. In fact, Nick...
During their conversation, Prince gets a little nervous about Doctor's questions.
What was your earliest memory?
On Earth, do you mean?
Your first recollection?
I'm not here to discuss personal matters.
Well, why are you here then?
Because I bloody well stammer!
He said, "What on earth?" used for showing surprise. "What on earth" is used for emphasize a question that begin with words such as what, when, where, and blah blah. A monster in Paris animation. A crocodile has attacked this couple, as you can see, and they understand it that it's a dragon. They wonder that what the hell dragon is doing there. Don't worry, because
It's showtime! What do you got? Oh, move to the left. Yep. Parry. Parry left to the right. It's a dragon! Well, what on earth is a dragon doing in France?
What on earth is a dragon doing on Earth?
Benton animation, where Ben is fighting with Gwen. Grandpa comes and says, "What's going on here again?"
Well, forget it. I'm too smart for you, freak. Nobody calls me a freak and gets away with it. Nobody. Ow! Ah! Hey, what's wrong with you?
What on earth is going on here?
Gwen snapped her cap. That's what's wrong.
The doctor wants to make a deal with him to satisfy the prince. First of all, it's not about the money, but the prince says, yes, it's about the money.
One usually wagers money.
The bob each to keep it sweet? Let's see your shilling.
I don't carry money.
I had a funny feeling you mightn't. I'll stake you and you can pay me back next time.
Set a bob. Bob is a slang for shilling. The shilling is a historical coin in United Kingdom and Australia. £1 is 12 shilling. But for today, we don't use it. It's for past, it's historical. In the movie 1917, two soldiers want to bet for today's attack, and they use bob.
Something's up. Did you hear anything?
No.
Has to be the push, right? 10 bob says we're going up.
I'm not taking that bet.
Why? Because you know I'm right.
No, because you haven't got 10 bob.
Well, let's watch this scene again to check another point together.
Wagers money.
The bob each to keep it sweet? Let's see your shilling.
I don't.
The doctor says to put a coin on the couch to keep it sweet. Keep it sweet. To try to keep someone satisfied and pleased with you, so that you can continue to get what you want. In fact, if you keep someone sweet, you do something to please them in order to prevent them to become annoyed or dissatisfied. Full Metal Jacket movie. The army commander wants to hold a meeting, and the organizer of the meeting told to keep it sweet.
Okay, guys, let's keep it short and sweet today. Anybody got anything new?
Next is the class animation. When the two groups of people are writing the letters, they are told to write it very simply and well.
Remember, put the letter in the envelope and pass it down the line.
People, keep it short and sweet. No extra points for good spelling. You're doing so great, Pumpkin.
Before we go to the next scene, we made a tutorial with class animation for you, which the link of that is here. Doctor has convinced the prince a little. He wants to start the treatment.
There's a bob in this, mate. You could go home rich.
He calls the prince mate. American people says mate, but in British we have mutt. Used as a friendly way to talk with someone, especially a man. Band of Brothers series. The American soldier asks the British soldier to show him his gun. When he takes it from him, the British soldier gets a little upset and says, "Where are you taking that, May?"
Hey, Mac, you got a Luger? I'm dying to get my hands on a real Luger.
Yeah, go on in. Quick butchers, yeah? boy, she sure is a doozy. There's Tucker, isn't it? What? Hey? Hey, Petty! Hey, mate! Still having a bath if you think you're half inch in that. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Black Mirror series again. Two Englishmen went to fight, and one of them pulls the gun, and the other ones starred Bagel.
Whoa. Hey, mate. Don't, please.
Well, now the princess has given up his treatment and wants to try to give a speech one more time.
How'd it go yourself?
Congratulations, sir. Ah, Mr. Wood. Splendid fellow.
The person who was behind the microphone told him to have a goal. The meaning of to have a goal is try to do something. In Family Guy, the mother and her son have gone to the park. Mother says to Stewie, "Do you want to swing?" Stewie also says, "Yes, I've tried that."
Stewie, you want to swing?
Yes, why not? I'll have a go at it. Perhaps a quick stretch first. Ooh, damn.
When the head of NASA asks Catherine to help solve the problem, he tells her to try.
Catherine? Have a go at it?
We will back with more tutorial of King's Speech. Don't forget to ring the bell. Until the next video.